You was good, y'all. Was good. Faith is out there. The Boring Life of Faith. CC the Man. Andre Moore. Starfish. What up, y'all? By Locks. What up? What up? Productions by Locks. ZN. Big likes. Appreciate it. True out there. Jordan was good. Raheel. What up? What up? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Young Clips. What did they do to? Well, they're about to patch Limitless Spotter. We're about to talk about it. Young Clips, blessings upon blessings. Have onboard steals been nerfed? Not necessarily. What up, Tanner? Salute, always appreciated, best fighter. I'm gonna just put the Discord link so I can get to the main chat. And what up, A-Bar? The badge needs a buff. Well, it's not necessarily a buff. I guess shooters are gonna really like this inbound patch. Poke Exotic, appreciate you. Brian Stevens. I'm just waiting for this joint to come up. Moku. Hey, appreciate it. Starfish, thank you. Yeah, the shirt is available at AllCityLiveTV.com. You guys are welcome to purchase one of them. All right, pin the message there. Shout out to everything. Damn, 65 already in here. Yeah, so we finna talk about this inbound patch to the Limitless Spotter badge. And I think as far as Duke, I think I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings about it. Hey, what's up, Chopra? Good to catch you live. I'm on a train. All right, that's what's up. Good to hear it. I'm glad everything is working out so far with your safe travels. But yeah, there's supposed to be some changes to the Limitless Spotter badges. You guys know when you're hey, appreciate you, Kenya Lee. Thank you for tuning in, holding down Facebook. Appreciate the follow. Whole 03012767797. Now I appreciate the follow, but yeah, so there's supposed to be some changes to the Spotter badge. You know, Mike Wang said this was gonna happen before, so we got a new patch inbound to the Limitless Spotter badge, and we'll bring it up in just a second. Rest in peace, defense. Man, yeah, it is some blessed, because as it stands right now, I like the way everything is going. Personally, I like that. Kenya Lee, appreciate the like. You know, you guys are not able to activate. We're used to having limitless range or deep threes, a badge that activates where we could kind of dribble, get to 1 point, stop and pop from like range extended areas, and a badge will help us hit those shots. As it stands right now, there is no badge that activates. You have to follow a certain criteria. For Limitless Spot Up, you have to be spotted up and you have to shoot within 1 second. You have to be 30 feet out. For Chef, you have to kind of move in one direction. You have to catch the ball, have the ball in your hand for at least 2 seconds, move one direction for like 0.5 seconds, and then stop and shoot within a certain amount of time. And it takes all of that to activate that badge. So a good majority of the players aren't even activating either Chef or Limitless Spot Up, because there aren't many players that are spotting up from 30 feet out. I appreciate the follow, Haas. Nookie, what up, Nookie? All City, I started streaming on YouTube and I may ask for your support to help me grow. Well, my support to help content creators grow is our Discord. How much energy you put into Discord is how much you'll get in return as far as support. But we got a platform in Discord for creators to really take advantage of, and it's up to you guys to get in tune and get in touch with the community in order to get that support in return. But yeah, we're out here, man, and I'm always here to help. But yeah, so this badge is some that I think they're gonna make that you guys can now shoot closer than 30 feet out, because Mike Wang just mentioned we got 86 in the chat. We'll go over to the tweet as soon as we get 100 in here. You have to hit near half court. Basically, you have to hit near half court. It's 30 feet out, and that's a range. Amazing T, appreciate you coming through. But yeah, that's the kind of distance that you're talking about with the 30 feet. If you're playing Rec or Pro-Am, it's not like half court, but it's close to it. It's closer to half court than it is to the 3-point line. What up, Vegeta? Hey, you got a Young Clips, man. We here, Young Clips, man. I always want to help content creators develop their platform. That's why we got our community. You know what I'm saying? We got our community for that reason. A huge reason why we got our community is for that. I don't want everyone to be able to shoot deep. I don't think they should change it either. As it stands right now, I think the way players are shooting is perfect. You know, I went into the rec center for the first time yesterday, and who knew I was going to be able to play good. But I felt like I was hitting shots that didn't need to be from super deep ranges. It just felt clean. It felt realistic. It felt smooth. And I think if they make this adjustment, it's going to bring back a certain level of cheese for these shooters that is just not necessary, it doesn't seem. But it's definitely inbound. 94 in the chat. Take advantage of the community. Show love. You get love back. Facts, Mr. Hurst. It's facts. Mr. Hurst just said it. Yeah. What up, Caribbean? Rule boy. Wagwan. I don't want everyone. Yeah, man. It's a 117 in the chat. Let's get on to it. Let's go into the news tracker. So they asked Mike Wang. Let me see if I could pull up his Jamaican Vibes. That's his name, Jamaican Vibes. Can you talk more about the Limitless Spotter badge, current gen? Like, what is the point of the badge? And it do not be popping up. That's basically, so a lot of you guys have the badge equipped, and I try to make a video telling you guys, if you're not shooting within the criteria of the badge, you should take it off. In other words, if you're only taking one shot from that range, I would recommend saving your badge points, put it somewhere else, because that's not really your place to shoot, unless you're working to utilize that badge to its fullest potential. If not, then take it off. So, you know, the homie said it's not popping up because he's not meeting the criteria. There's already been a test done on this badge, and you have to meet a particular criteria in order for the badge to activate. And you could activate it every time if you meet that criteria every time. It feels real now, and the people that used to cheese can't, and complaining because they can't play fake ball. Facts. So Mike Wang says Limitless Spot Up is going to get patched, and we'll pull it up bigger so you guys can see it clearly. 5-7 guard speed boosting behind screens. A half court coming soon. Huh. You ain't lying. 125 in the chat. So what up, Lion King? What's good, man? Much love to you too. Passing lane steals should be nerfed. Random or plain bad passes should be punished. So I got a lot to say. I got a lot to talk about passing lane steals because I played rec yesterday. So I could really touch base on this stuff here. So Limitless Spot Up is going to get patched. It's currently restricted to shots from 30 plus feet. Now, I like to break down these tweets because there's a lack of clarity in it. So I like to break it down so we could get a better understanding of what he's actually talking about here. He says it's currently restricted to shots from 30 feet plus, or from 30 plus feet, and only in catch and shoot situations. Now, that's just a general statement, right? Now he says we're going to make it so that either Chef or Limitless will always work on deep threes. And I think I'm trying to understand, what is he getting at here? Chef or Limitless will always work on deep threes, meaning, is it still going to be 30 feet out? Like, is that what's considered deep threes, 30 feet out? Or is it 2 steps behind the 3-point line? You know, there's just a lack of clarity, but he was certainly clear to say that Limitless Spot Up is going to get patched. As it stood before in his previous tweet, he mentioned that he was gonna either patch Limitless or Chef. So he started the tweet with Limitless Spot Up is gonna get patched, and then at the bottom he says we're gonna make it so that either Chef or Limitless will always work on deep threes. So I'm trying to get a better understanding of what does he want to do with the Limitless Spot Up badge. Is it gonna activate normally for every single shot that's taken at what's considered deep threes? So you know, we're trying to understand that stuff. One of those badges is always going to trigger for a deep threes boost, maybe? Well, it's going to be a patch, but you know, I think like we're used to range extender and we're used to limitless range and deep threes. So I think I think he's going to make it so that it operates in that way. but it kind of defeats the purpose of having a badge called Limitless Spot Up. And I'm trying to get an understanding of what is he referring to. Are you gonna have to be spotted up to take this deep three where it's not gonna be 30 plus feet out? So guys, here's our Discord link. Join our community. Yeah, I got the Discord link pinned as well. Appreciate the follow, Roderick Hopkins. If they're gonna do that, then it needs to be like 8 badge points for Hall of Fame, and that's a fair balance. I don't know why is the adjustment even being considered when the game is so well balanced. Uh, it's a lot to talk about because it's gonna change. It's gonna change the game as it stands right now. People are hitting good shots. They work around the screen. Let people take the shot at a 3-point range. I think the criteria for Chef was perfect. I think the criteria for Limitless range was maybe it shouldn't be 30 feet out, but the idea of spotting up, the idea of, listen, I would better understand if you're working a screen and then you take a shot and you can't hit a shot past the perimeter, and then Chef and Limitless don't activate, and you need a badge to help you hit. But people are hitting. I'm hitting. So why do we need a change to the badge? Maybe just move it in a little bit. 2 steps past the 3-point line would be considered deep range. Hopefully that's what they're doing. We don't yet know. 1 dribble, stop, and pop off a screen with limitless threes is OP, as it always has been. This has been going on for as long as I can remember. I've always run with good point guards that could shoot lights out because of this badge. Stuff that just didn't make sense and didn't feel realistic. Shots that you knew shouldn't have gone in were going in. And now we have a game where, listen, you got to take that open shot, bro. If you're gonna set up for like even a half contested shot, it's gonna be more difficult for you to hit, and it feels realistic out there. Why are we okay with animation-based steals? Makes no sense. Well, it's not. This is why I'm having trouble with y'all. I know a lot of people would agree, but it was okay with Limitless Spot Up because it was popping up for me when I would shoot off catch and shoot from the hash. Bam. So, I only got unpluckable on silver. I ran the rec yesterday. I've been running old gym. I've been running that gym thing that I think it's called old gym. The 3v3 no squads. I ran some more today. I am not getting ripped out there. I only have a 90 ball handle. I got hours upon hours invested, and I am not getting ripped out there. I can't understand the complaints about these steals. The only logic that I could develop from my experience personally, I'm not saying that you guys are capping, but what I am saying is that I only have a 90 ball handle. My ball handle is not maxed, and I only have silver unpluckable, and I'm not getting ripped out there. It may happen once every so often, but not something that's so common that it's something to complain about. I don't like the glitchy steals that it goes through your body. I don't like that idea. But it's so far and few in between that I can't see it to be a problem. Considering I have a 90 ball handle. If I had a 99 ball handle, then I'd be like, yeah, guys probably have a lower ball handle. But I have a 90, which is not max. And I'm not getting ripped out there. So there's got to be some with the way you guys are dribbling, or your ball handle is not as high as it needs to be. It's got to be the case. And if your ball handle is not as, in other words, if you have an 85 ball handle, 86 ball handle, and you go up against somebody with a 95 to a 99 steal, the numbers speak it. The numbers say what should happen. Strips on driving is OP. Passing lane steals. Well, there's badges. There's balance here. So strips on driving is a bit OP. But there's badges like unstrippable that's out there. They haven't run the test, although you will get a, if you put on what is it called, ball stripper, you will get a boost to your steals for somebody driving. But we haven't tested out the badge unstrippable. So you got unpluckable and unstrippable. And we got to put those badges to the test. And see the same way. All right, so it's passing lane steals. 170 in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Stop crying and just get better. I feel very similar. I feel like this. I feel like that, Mamba. It's because I can't see it. I'm not getting stripped out there. I played rec and I didn't feel like I was throwing passes with silver bullet passer and only bronze needle threader in the rec center. And y'all could attest for the homies that I was running with yesterday and the people that were watching yesterday. It wasn't like I was throwing an insane amount of turnovers. I felt like, and that was my first game out running point guard in the rec center, the first time this year. So I was a bit nervous going in because I'm like, damn, I only got silver bullet passer and I only have needle threader on bronze. I'm probably gonna get exposed out here. I guess I'm not patting myself on the back, but I was expecting worse because of everything that I kept hearing. But then I get out there and I'm like, what is the complaints about? What is going on? And yo, my pass accuracy is like at a 76 or something like that on top of that. So I'm like, well, what is happening? You can't be serious. Why is everybody complaining? Why are people complaining about this stuff? And I'm not seeing this out here. And not to say that it wouldn't come, like it wouldn't eventually happen, or we wouldn't come across a team of lockdowns that make that a nuisance, but or they wouldn't expose my limitations on the build. I'm just saying, man, it's not to the extent where it's just overpowered out there. That's at least what I'm noticing. Yeah, B-boy IQ matters. Facts. I think your IQ kind of matters. I think that's what I'm noticing the most out here, is that it seems to be that IQ is taking precedence here. It's the most realistic thing I've seen so far. There hasn't been a situation. You know what's crazy is that the whole time playing since the release of 2K22, I have not once said, "Damn 2K." Think about that, y'all. Think about that. I don't know who else is in the stream that would agree with me. Oh, you play more current gen, so it's happening on current gen. I'm referring to my experience on next gen. Team Ambush, what up? Yeah, bro, you need to just move the ball if you make. Yeah, facts. So think about that. Not one time have I said, "Damn 2K." There's a common occurrence for damn near every 2K. Damn 2K. And people refuse to slow down. So is the badge fixed? Well, they're looking to fix the badge. They're looking to fix. I'll update the stream in just a second. We'll go into the news tracker. No blaming 2K this year, facts. But people still playing like in 21. They're still playing like on 21. Appreciate you, ZN. Don Day, I love Next Gen 22. Kinda, nah, it matters. Jalifa, appreciate y'all coming through. But yeah, we have a lot of people. It's the chosen one. What up? We have a lot of people. Hey, what up, Mikhail? That are just playing like this is 2K21. We have a lot of people with bad habits that are coming in like 2K21. What's even crazier is, like I said, I was anxious going into the rec center with my build yesterday because of everything that you guys are telling me on the stream. So I said, well, we're going to make it happen and see what's out there. It'll be a good experience either way. I'm always honest with my experience, whether I'm getting exposed or whether I'm doing good. It just so happened yesterday I did really good and far exceeded my expectations, more so because I was expecting to see a lot better defense out there. I was expecting to get passing lane steals. Man, I was passing across court. I felt comfortable passing through the lanes. I felt comfortable threading the needle. I felt comfortable shooting. I'm sorry. I want to hear the complaints, but it's just like the complaints don't seem to have no validation aside from maybe we need to adjust our builds properly. Maybe an 85 ball handle ain't going to cut it against these lockdowns. Maybe I could attest to a 90 ball handle being sufficient because I'm not getting stripped consistently enough out there to say that's a little bit overpowered. Something to think about, y'all. 200 in the chat. Like I was playing against a shooting guard last night and kept rim running like 2K21. Oh, the guard kept rim running. I wish I made my stamina higher. Fact, stamina is it. What up, Isaac? It happened on current gen. I think I missed that. Moneybag 2K22 is lit. Bro, IQ for real is key. Like a game like 21, IQ don't matter. Now people got to use their brain. And it's not something we haven't used on your thing. You want to know why though? Because you know the sport, how to play as a team. 85% just get 2K because it's popular. What up, Bayou? What up, Bayou? I got your message. I just didn't get a chance to respond. But yeah, I figured you was packing and all of that stuff. It was no sweat. Here's a thought: play your role. Play your role. How about that? So I was in the old gym. No complaints about next gen. I have an 85 ball handle with silver unpluckable, and I don't get ripped. Look at that. G Fish, what up? So I was in the old gym. How about just pass the rock? Passing the rock is the fastest way to move the rock, man. You're not gonna dribble faster. You're not gonna dribble or move faster than passing the rock. But I was in the old gym today, and man, one thing you will say is, man, those randoms. Man, these randeezes. Everybody want to look like a sweat and play the role of a sweat. But these boys don't got it. These boys just don't got it. And it goes to show how what 2K did, what 2K21 did to a lot of players. So I'm hoping that we could. 2K22 is definitely gonna listen. We've been here, so 2K22 is definitely gonna evolve the player base again, and it's gonna take a year. We're gonna see a lot of poor players out there. It's gonna take a year to get players back up to the normal 2K standard for playing good. We all knew we came across those players in 2K21 that thought they were goated just because the animations went in their favor 90% of the time. But this year is hella different. Got another big day tomorrow. I'm trying to get my house on the mark. All right, Bayou. Yeah, for sure. I get it. When you learn how to play your role, everything goes well. Everybody wants to be a superstar. And yeah, it's difficult. Randoms always crack me up. And I have a good time running with these randoms. Like, man, they're so dizzy. And, you know, we're going to create videos because I have this experience playing on old gym. I get to see how the community plays and how, you know, a lot of new jacks go into the old gym. So it helps me get a better understanding of what people need to learn. So I definitely need to make a video on like spacing and how to run the 3v3, how to run the 5v5 type of stuff. Because, man, there's some people who need some info, man. That's just it. They need some info. You got guards. I was running with a 7-footer and a guard. I was running with this golded center. He was amazing. He was just amazing. Shout out to the home. I think his name was Only Buddy. That was his PSN. And he sure was a buddy because we were on a hell of a win streak. We went through multiple teammates as far as like the third person quitting. He was goated, but 7 feet, I think he was, or I'm pretty sure he was 7 feet because he was tall. But he was moving quick. He was really good. He was only a 77, and he just had the IQ. Why is the guard consistently setting a screen with the 7-footer as I'm bringing the ball up the court? Oh man, who said appreciate it? Thank you for the sub. But yeah, man, I lost about 7 games total in the city. I got my shooting badges from my center, but when I shoot, that blue bar is so little. I feel so out of place with my center. Well, maybe. What up, Ab? What's good? Maybe it's time to look into a new build. We're gonna be doing. I'm not gonna do it tonight. My intention was to do it today, but I didn't feel like getting into the Rate My Build series today. We are gonna be doing the Rate My Build series sometime within the next couple days, if not tomorrow. So you could send me your build, or if you guys are on the market for a new build, tune into the Rate My Build series, and we're doing part 2 sometime within the next couple days. I'll try and put out a community post so you know let you guys know that is going down. All you have to do to send me your build is create a tweet, post a tweet, and tag me in that tweet. We need the attributes, height, weight, wingspan, and your badges. Just, and let me get the name of the build as well. As long as you can tell me the name, you can type the build name out. But we received a ton of builds. We're gonna be doing a Rate My Build series, a ton of great builds. We explored a bunch of great builds on the first part. We're gonna do the second part sometime soon. How much percent do you shoot from 3? Well, I don't know what's my percent. I haven't looked into my percentage, but I'm shooting at a real high clip now. Like, I'm barely missing. I think you guys who tuned into yesterday's stream could attest to that in the rec center. I'm barely missing shots, so it's got to be a high percentage that I'm shooting for. And that goes for the park as well. It's like if you have a good shot selection, your shot is going in. If you got the attributes and badges to accommodate those shots. I sent that 610 build you rated. I'm gonna send in the 108 badge build I made next. All right, for sure. Lip Boy TV or Lipkey Boy. Hey boss, what up TV? What do you think about Unpluckable right now? Does it work better in your opinion? I got to say, in my experience, I don't see no difference in Unpluckable in the sense that I wasn't getting stripped before. So if anything, it's just like I have no difference in the experience. I can't say from the defensive side, I'm getting a lot more fouls called instead of the strip. I'm still getting a lot of steals, but I am getting a lot more fouls called. That is another thing to talk about too. Do they do live patches now? As in without updates? They do. They just did that not too long ago. Let me see if I could pull it up. What they just did. Yeah, I can. I got it here. So the live patch that he's talking about is just something like this here. They did a hot fix. They call it hot fixes, and they messed with the effectiveness of the mismatch expert badge and the blinders badge, and they increased the effectiveness of Unpluckable. So that was a hot fix similar to what you're talking about. What up, Rasta? So what we're talking about also is that they're gonna patch the limitless spotter badge. So we should probably see that should benefit a lot of shooters out there. What up, Cordell? What's going on? I've kept Unpluckable on bronze this year and noticed no difference. Every other year I get that on gold or Hall of Fame. Facts. That's like what we know. You gotta get Unpluckable high. Even though like last year many people were just like, man, that joint don't work. We still left that joint high as possible. So I don't know what level of currency that is, but it says 350 from it. Thanks for bringing all the information to us the way you do. I appreciate that, Chopra. Thank you, man. I don't know what that translates into, but I appreciate you sending it in, man. Shout out to Chopra, man. My dog was good. What up, Monte? What's good? Don Day. Let's see. Let's go into the talk. A lot of badges are powerful at bronze. I've noticed that as well. Yeah, it says 350 through super chat. What's that? Rubies. Is that Rubies, Chopra? What up, Rashawn Schuler? What's good, Rashawn? So yeah, you know, some huge changes, man. That patching a badge like the limitless spotter badge is gonna, if they make it so that it's just 2 steps past and people are gonna be hitting way better, where we gotta hope that the nerf to the blinders badge would offset, you know, whatever they do to this limitless spotter badge. At least that's what I'm thinking. I appreciate that, Young Clips. I appreciate, yeah, man. I appreciate the good vibes. What up, Darnell? What's goody? Yeah, that's rupees. Oh, all right. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, it was rupees. 350 rupees. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know a little something, man. I know a little something. Thank you, Cordell. Hey, man, keep up the great work. Appreciate you, Herbert. Appreciate you. Is it me or bronze badges are better than silver? So this is not necessarily the case. Don't get too caught up with the idea that bronze badges, and so there are some badges from what I've learned watching a lot of videos and stuff about the badges and finding out more information. There are some badges that just like get better with each level up. So like the bullet passer increases, the bullet passer badge increases 7% for in speed to your passes with each badge level. But there are quite a few badges out there where past silver, they kind of, at bronze you get this huge boost, and then like silver is just a tiny bit of a boost, and then gold and Hall of Fame kind of plateau. So it's up to us. There's some that consistently go up and raise your stats, but then there's some badges that kind of just go up and then flatten out. And, if you're looking at a graph, like I've been looking at a lot of graphs for these badges, and they just kind of, the gold and Hall of Fame is odd because you tax us way more badge points to get the badge at Hall of Fame, but then it's like you're giving us less for the amount of badge points that you're taxing us. So it's hard to justify some of these Hall of Fame badges. But with a badge like Bullet Passer that consistently goes up for every badge level equally, is well worth it. Hey, what's up, Dion Bell? Totally agree in the same play style as an easier steals and yet more fouls. There you go, yeah. So what's this new Limitless? Yeah, so the new Limitless, they're talking about patching it. I just pulled it up. It's in the news tracker now. We're going to the news tracker. Limitless spot up is going to get patched as per Mike Wang. It's currently restricted to shots from 30 plus feet and only in catch and shoot situations. We're going to make it so that either Chef or Limitless will always work on deep threes. And that's a huge benefit for a lot of shooters out there. I'm sure a lot of shooters are happy to hear that. I'm glad they added those badge loadouts. Facts. You guys know that you could change your badge loadout in the middle, like in the beginning of each game. Hope you guys know that. Unpluckable on silver is good enough. That's what I have mines on. Money Johnson, what up? Basically, it's an opportunity cost. It's like an opportunity cost, and it's just like what you're investing in badge points is not meeting your investment. So like, I don't know, maybe you could spread out. Maybe you could find more benefit if you spread out between different badges and help adjust your gameplay so that you could activate a bunch of different badges all at the same time, even if they're all like on silver or something like that. But another point used on silver might not be worth it. Facts. When you're hitting current gen, I'm not sure when I'm hitting current gen. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna get on current gen. So we'll see, man. Because I'm having so much fun on next gen. It's like I'm really having fun on next gen. Like I could really. I love making content for it because the game is fulfilling and it's so well balanced. And then, not to mention, I enjoy playing it. Like I was even thinking of not streaming. And like when you're at that point where you're like, damn, I want to play, but I need a stream type of thing. I want to stay connected with y'all, but I want to play, and I could play and stream. But then again, I don't really get an opportunity to really connect with y'all if I'm playing while I'm streaming, and I don't want to lose that connection with y'all. The problem is people got used to a lack of pickpocketers last year. Tell them again, Kevin Peter. Tell them again. They got used to the idea that defense was completely irrelevant in 2K21. And now they're seeing defense happen, and it's like, hold on a second. Are you guys all new to 2K? Defense been happening in 2K. We had 2K19 and 2K20. Defense been there. I just joined. Can you explain the spotter badge? I'll pull it up because I just explained it. But I'll pull up the tweet. And that's what Mike Wang tweeted out for the new patch coming to the Limitless spotter badge. Considering that they already made a patch, they made a hotfix to Mismatch Expert and Blinders and also Unpluckable. This might come in as a hotfix. Hopefully they announce it and they don't just like throw it out there without telling us. But it might come in as a hotfix and not necessarily a patch that you download. All right, young clips for sure, man. Darian Moore said, I think without a cruise ship, current gen is not great. What's a good 3-point rating? There's people hitting consistently. I hear even 75 are hitting consistently. I gotta tell y'all, from my experience, I was shooting okay, but when I hit that 90 range and I got all my badges together, that's when I was hitting like, I feel if I take an open shot that it's going down. It's very rare that I'm gonna miss. So, and that's where I feel the most comfortable. 90 with all my badges. I have 32 badge points for shooting. But I'm not an ideal shooter. So, you know, the shooting is still fairly new to me. What mode do I play the most? Well, I haven't really been in like play mode. So normally my history with 2K is like when I hit legend on 2K20, I played the majority of my games was in park. And I mean, since I can remember, I've been a park player primarily. But I really enjoy the rec center. I really enjoy Pro-Am. What up, Nest Scorcher? Appreciate you coming through. 2K is crazy with this unpluckable buff. Well, there's not much difference that I'm noticing. I mean, there's not much. The boss. So I'm a defender as well. Although I made a play shot, I have a 90 perimeter defense and a 90 steal. I'm talking about the second that these players, there's very few players, and you could tell when they have a high ball handle as well. I could tell when I'm going across somebody with an 80-something ball handle versus going up against somebody with a 90-something ball handle. Because the second that, you know, everybody left rights, so I cut off one side, and they still manage to come, they go right, and they still want to come left, even though they see me cutting off. So the second they come back this way, you know, it's something like a bump steal, but 2K gives it to you now when you hit box and they're running right into you because they're so accustomed to left, right. And I'm still getting those steals fairly often. And I put it to the test. I played quite a few hours today on the old gym. And that ball is still coming out. So, you satisfied with your... I'm hella satisfied with the build, yeah. Nah, I wouldn't change anything. I absolutely love my build, man. I love it. I would like, don't get me wrong, I would like to see Hall of Fame badges, but that's only on a visual. My game, when I'm out there, I feel like never like no other, like not before. Where before I had players that had Hall of Fame badges, but this year I'm playing like I have Hall of Fame badges. So I love everything about it. I'm really happy. Today I was practicing the leaners. What up, Millie? I was practicing the leaners and it's just working out great. It's working out great. I was trying to practice the D rolls, and when I'm in the Gatorade Center, I was able to get it going and practice like multiple dribble combinations to get the D rolls popping. So when I thought I felt comfortable, I ended up taking it to the old gym, and I couldn't get it to activate as frequently in the old gym. So I still got a lot of work to do with D rolls and getting that additional speed boost. But when that happens, GG. With my speed, that's a GG, yeah. Yeah, I hope that's not the case either, John. You just got 1 million VC for the hotfix? Nice. Mark G, what up, man? At first, it did seem like the steals were OP. Then I thought maybe people need to stop dribbling so much and move the ball around. They do. But what's happening is that 2K21 had players just dribbling in front of defenders while defenders just slid back and forth. And there was no chase down either. On top of that, they didn't have a chase down block. They didn't have no steals. There was no on-ball plucks, none of that. So now this year you got players that can't even attempt to dribble in front of you. Like, you can't even attempt to dribble in front of me. Something's gonna happen, you know. One wrong move and bam, that ball just pops out. So Curringen is taking a hit, huh? Curringen is really suffering. That's what y'all saying? Curringen is really suffering. I don't know if bump steals are still in the game. But Jay Murphy, yeah. So bump steals aren't as noticeable, rather than the player base not adjusting to the defense. Because now I see it that it's more like you're actually getting the pluck than just running into someone and the ball popping loose. So when I run up on somebody, when I hit box, because let's say they go into their left, I play their left side. As soon as I see the ball there, I hit square to swipe, and sure enough, that it hits the rock, which is pretty cool. Current gen defense is bad, huh? They said they fixed. What up, J Guy? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear about current gen. Wasn't current gen popping? Current gen was popping. They were saying, what the hell, 2K making Xbox at all? Oh man. A True said I get messed up every time with bump steals. It's possible, Darian. Yeah. Nah, I love shot contest. Gym Rat, is it worth it on next gen? Definitely worth it on next gen Star Limit. Yeah. Get that Gym Rat. Gym Rat is worth it every year. So a lot of animations. The reason why Gym Rat is so important every year is because a lot of animations are tied into your stamina. Gym Rat gives you additional stamina. This is why people always go for the Gym Rat. Not to mention you don't have to go into the gym anymore, which is that's just benefit enough right there. But the additional stamina that you get on your stamina bar, also the additional boosts or under the hood modifiers that are given to your physical attributes, you get to showcase that on the court, and the additional stamina allows you to a greater opportunity to activate, or a longer period of time to activate animations that you would probably limit yourself from with a lower amount of stamina. Just gives you a bit more time. This is why Gym Rat Badge is so important. What up, Jay? The way you get Gym Rat Badge legit now is you got to win a season. So you could either do 53-star workouts in the Gatorade facility, get 3-star workouts 50 times, or you could get it by winning the championship in the NBA. I think people see Monte said, nah, right now current gen got, yeah, I heard about the elevator. So what's going on with this elevator problem? The elevator takes you up to the ship or something? Because I know you guys got a mic court. Yeah. And they get stuck in a steel animation. Yep. I heard you could sim the season. I saw multiple videos where some say you only got to play 35 games. Some say you got to play 50 games. And then you could sim the season onto, I even heard somebody say you could sim the whole season. But it's something I guess you guys got to go check. I've heard multiple different things. Let's say, as far as simming goes. Also, the elevator. What up, Danny Jones? What's good, bro? It takes you straight to the part. Oh, it's a different decks. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that, Chopra. How does the limit range? All right, so the way the limitless is called limitless spot up, and the way it works now is that you got to be 30 feet out. It has to be in a catch and shoot situation, so you have to be spotted up, or somebody needs to pass it to you. You're spotted up. You got to catch and shoot, and you got to do that within 1 second. So they pass you the rock, you got to shoot within 1 second from 30 feet out in order to activate the limitless spot up badge. 30 feet out is quite a ways. So they're looking to change that, where limitless spot up will activate on all deep threes. I heard you got to play some twos games, IXE, play some twos games, and then the quest will be given to you from ATM. Sometimes I end up in the wrong place. That's wild, Stay Ready. That's wild to see. Fast Twitch is a must-have. If you get it through your... if you get it through the 50-star, the 53-star workouts, then the gym rat badge will be on all your players. But if you do it through the My Career, like win the championship, then it's only for that player. They haven't done anything yet. Gardoop. But they're gonna change the limitless spotter badge. I'll pull it up on the news tracker. And that's what Mike Wang, he's gonna patch the limitless spotter badge to where it will always work on deep threes. Because right now it isn't activating for a lot of players, so especially if they're on the move. Because the chef badge has these particular criteria in order to activate it. Like you gotta hold the ball for 2 seconds, then move for 0.5 seconds, and then shoot within 1 second after you stop. So that's a lot of different criteria you gotta meet in order to activate the chef badge. And limitless spot up is you have to shoot that joint off a catch and shoot situation and shoot within 1 second. So they're trying to make it so that there's a badge that helps you always hit deep range threes, similar to deep threes and range extender and limitless range, how it used to be. So I no longer run chef or limitless spot up. Not to say that it wouldn't be a good idea, like if I was running rec, but I don't even have either one of those badges on. What up, Black Dominique? I landed on this stream on accident, and I forgot how great your streams are. I appreciate you. You have one of the best 2K stream vibes in the community. I appreciate you saying that, Black Dominique. Appreciate that. It feels good. Yeah, that's what we got to figure out. I was saying that when I read it initially as well. We got to figure out what is 2K considering deep threes, because this is the first year that we had to use it, like our deep range badge. We had to use it so far out at 30 plus feet. So what are they going to consider deep threes when they make this patch? That still remains to be seen. What up, Mr. Football? It takes you off the map. Blue gym rat badge seems like before for only one player. Yep. Yeah, right. That's how I feel. I still hit from deep. Like, I'm not hesitating to shoot. I'm hitting from ranges where we would normally shoot from with our deep threes or range extender, limitless range type of badges. And I feel comfortable shooting. But the limitless spotter badge takes you way further out than where most people shoot. Closer to the no, I'm not doing the rate my bills tonight. closer to the half court line than the 3-point line, which is pretty wild. I'm eating these I'm addicted to this trail mix. So my wife makes these trail mix for me, and it's so good. We have to scroll down and around some in the tweets for a second video for him to watch. I feel the range is good too, Donde. So you're still stuck on the Kendrick Perkins quest? Because that was supposed to be fixed. Super Jamal. So yo, All City, why is everyone so deadly shooting? Well, I don't feel like everyone's so deadly shooting. If they're open, they're gonna hit their shots. So the key this year is not to because Mike Wang told us this was gonna happen. The key this year is shot selection. If you're open, you're gonna hit your shot. You get a boost to your shot if you're open. It's up to the defense to make sure they're not gonna get you. Like you're not even gonna have the opportunity to get open. And I see it happening. I played enough to see it happening. If I'm there to contest and somebody takes a shot, GG. And that's only with a 90 perimeter defense. It ain't like I'm a lockdown out there. I see out here munching. I feel like the dude chewed chips in my ear. Yeah, them joints are good. It's hard to stop eating them joints. How long I've been growing the locks, Jay? It's been a little over a year that I've been growing these locks. I swear I did everything in the world to find that video. Cleared my cache, deleted the game, looked all over for the vid. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think that's what's happening. We're getting a lot more players that are not playing nearly as aggressive defense. And mind you, I'm a shot creator, and I feel like I could play some really good defense this year. It's wild. This is the ASMR. This is the ASMR stream. That's funny. Can you confirm the Deadeye badge not working? Joker Zay. It's hard to say. I've been running the Deadeye badge over the last couple days, and I'm curious about this. I'm curious about the badge as well. Like I feel like taking it off, but you know how when it's like if something's not broke, don't try and fix it. My shooting has been so good, it's almost like I don't want to touch anything. Maybe Deadeye is improving my shooting. So I'm gonna need a few more days to like run a test on that. I really don't want to touch my shooting badges at all. So I'm just gonna have to wait a few more days to let me go remove that. I'm gonna wait a few more days to go and double check it and see if it's like worth having it equipped. But I kind of feel the same way. Oh, thank you. It feels like Deadeye shows up when people are on the side of you for some reason. Really? Michigan Wavy said he took it off. Deadeye bronze is all you need. Good to know. I'll double check it. I got it on gold right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna switch that. Is the Limitless patch live? It's not live now, but it should be inbound. So there's a tweet that Mike Wang sent out right here. I'll pull it up for you guys that haven't seen it yet. Limitless Spot Up is going to get patched. We're gonna make it so that either Chef or Limitless will always work on deep threes. I appreciate the follow, Fruity. Deadeye is for late closeouts from the front, while blinders is from the side. Facts. Yeah, you know, I think people know. Well, I'm not sure if everybody knows. It's good information either way, but Deadeye's been in the game for so long that people should know when Deadeye is supposed to activate. And how it works. But yeah, I don't see it either. I don't see it the full benefit of having Deadeye just yet. But I wanna do some more tests on that before I like confirm that you don't need Deadeye. Yeah, Deadeye, and it's so rare. That's the thing, Brian G. This year is all about shot selections. I don't run blinders at all, to be honest. Deadeye and Sniper must have. So yeah, I don't know, yeah. That's the thing. It was kind of. So the homie said this year is about shot selection. I don't run blinders at all, to be honest. Deadeye and Sniper must have. So that's what I'm seeing here. This is why I don't really want to run Deadeye, is because it's all about shot selection. And although I gotta say, like I said a little while ago, that it feels like my shooting is, I love it. It's phenomenal for me. It's exceeding my expectations, and I do have Deadeye on gold, and I really don't want to touch my badges. But I gotta say that I don't know if Deadeye is doing it for me, because I may be wasting badge points because it's all about shot selection. So I'm really trying to take those open shots. I'm not trying to shoot with the defender closing out. I'm really just going for those open shots, and it may be due to Deadeye that my percentage to contest is not nearly as high, because Deadeye lowers your contest on late closeouts. So that could be a good reason why I'm not seeing that certain level of contest. Hey, no problem, Jokaze. Does that mean if I stop and pop, Limitless spot up will work? It might lean toward that. Open shot, Hall of Fame sniper, you be above. Yeah, exactly. Hall of Fame sniper is the #1 shooting badge. But yeah, that's what that's what Mike Wang is insinuating, FUT, that the badge is gonna pop up now, like we're normally used to seeing the deep threes badge pop up. The randoms in the warehouse are different. They're hella different, man. They're hella different. Although I do have not warehouse. I don't really enjoy playing the warehouse. I still got to win 2 games in the warehouse, and it's hard to find a 3. If I just get some randoms that'll just let me work the AI, I'll be able to win the game for us. But these randoms are trying to break the AI's ankles, which it's never gonna happen. And the AI is just stuck to them like glue. And I'm like, yo, come on, get out the way, man. So I gotta win 2 more games for one of those quests. But the randoms that I play with in the old gym, there's something. And I gotta say, it's still entertainment. Like it's really entertaining to me. Or should I say less contests on jumpers? Maybe that's what it is for me, Star Limit. I may leave Deadeye on. If I notice a difference, if I see any difference, I may try it tomorrow by removing Deadeye. And if I notice any difference to my percentage on shooting from the perimeter, then I'll definitely put it back on, and I'll be able to tell you guys tomorrow, like for sure, I notice a difference ASAP. Because I've been shooting hella consistent. Hey, Isaac Lovato donated $10 through Super Chat. Let's see what Isaac said. Hold on a second. I can't really see the comment here. I do corner shooting drill in my career on Hall of Fame and practice attempt, and keep shooting till I break previous streak. It's helped me with my rec catch and shoot. Facts. You know what? It's great that you said that, Isaac Lovato. The corner shooting drill, which if you guys are running drills, you should be doing the corner shooting one, because it gives you a good amount of points. But not only that, it's gonna help you better get an idea for your shot timing. If you're trying to adjust your shot timing or learn your shot timing, then go to the drill and do the corner shooting, so you can get the idea of the animation. You can see the animation, and that'll help develop your muscle memory for your shot timing. Definitely a good, and works well for the catch and shoot stuff. I highly recommend that as well. Appreciate you saying that, Isaac Lovato. If you see Glass Cleaner this year, it's the red-green pie chart, and actually should be called a 2-way rebounding stretch. All right. All right. Appreciate you letting us know that, Xenos. I don't trust these play shots on current. Why you say that? Deadeye allows the green window to be open for a longer period while the defender is closing out. I appreciate you saying that, Chaz the realist. And it may very well be the case what I'm experiencing out there because I got it on gold right now. And this is what I said. I don't want to change it. I dissed the game asking me to dance. Yeah, I had to do that dancing joint too. I had some good teammates last night. Went on a 10-game streak. Nice. Appreciate the sub, FUT. Turn off your vibration for more accurate shot. I run Hall of Fame sniper. Yeah. Gold Deadeye, Gold Green Machine. With a solid shot selection I don't miss. I beat double HDF and cash out during the Beast event. Top 5 games. Yeah, I run the same badges: Gold Green Machine, Gold Deadeye, and Hall of Fame Sniper, along with a ton more badges. But yeah, I love my badge setup. I love how I'm hitting, and I don't even have a high expectation, and it's exceeding my expectations. So a huge factor this year, y'all. Shot selection. Mike Wayne said what it was going to be. I see too many players out there with a terrible shot selection. Oh my God, the randoms today were wild. That's only better for me on defense, but man, they were wild. I don't know what game they're playing that they think they're open, but they're pulling very basic dribble moves and trying to pull up the shot. Kobe, like they got it. They're just bricking. I'm about to get gold sniper in a bit. Yeah, sniper will take the game to the next level. People sleeping on volume shooter. I might give volume shooter a shot. The only reason I don't like volume shooter is that I don't know if it's changed, but is the idea of how many shots that you're taking, and they're supposed to be taken within a certain time frame. So I don't know if that's changed this year, because Green Machine certainly changed. You don't need to take two. You don't need to hit 2 greens in order for the badge to start activating. So I might give volume shooter a shot. Agent Q, what up, man? Rather you say yes or no to the game, you still end up doing a diss track. What is the best level for catch and shoot? 76 mid-range. You might want to boost it up high. We'll have to wait to see some tests on the catch and shoot badge, but I don't know on a 76. Like, I don't know on a. I imagine you would need it higher on a 76 spot up, like corner sitter. And it may do you well to have it higher. I'm not exactly sure, but for me, I know for a player like me with a 90 as a play shot, I would put it like on bronze or something like that. It's not absolutely necessary. Randoms are the worst, but sometimes you meet that low-key nice player. I've been fortunate to meet some really good players. I've turned into a good player myself this year on 2K22. I didn't think it was going to end up like this so quickly, but I feel like I'm a pretty solid player this year. So now when we go into the rec, when we go into like the old gym with the randoms, I just need one other good player and we'll be able to start dominating. Depends on the random. Sometimes you get a if we get like me, one other good player, and then a random that's smart enough to sit in the corner and not move around so his defender could pick up, then we'll be good money. But yeah, it's tough. They said glue hands bronze is essential. I haven't seen the absolute need for glue hands yet. I haven't noticed the animations that said I need the animation to stop. Let me check out glue hands. Yeah, why I gotta buy a BMX bike? Yeah, facts. I know. I was saying that earlier, man. I was even telling my wife about it. I said, man, 2K is slick trying to get you to spend 65,000 VC on a bike to complete quests. And that's not the only one, Bless. There's multiple quests that ask you to wear their shirt or something like that. But you gotta cruise around on the bike, on a BMX bike. And I'm like, man, that is shady. Should I use limitless spot up? That's really on you. If you consider yourself a limitless spot up type of shooter, you got to spot up from 30 feet out. It has to be in a catch and shoot situation, and you got to shoot within 1 second from receiving the rock. So if you find yourself in those situations 30 feet out, then Limitless Spot Up is the badge for you. All right, that's good to know, Pens. Appreciate you. That's what glue hands is supposed to do. Glue hands is supposed to allow you to transition into your shot or transition into a drive much quicker. So it's good to know that the badge is actually working for players out there, where otherwise they'll probably have a slower animation to go into their jump shot. So that's dope. That will have more glitches like the skate one. It's possible they learned from their mistakes already. Silver glue hands is the way. All right, I got glue hands on bronze. Crazy. Yeah, right. All right. Good to know, man. Good to know. I might have to make a video on glue hands. When is the patch for Limitless? They haven't Mike Wayne hasn't confirmed the date for the patch for Limitless, but this is what he had to say, and this was sent out today at 11:02 a.m. So that's what he had to say about the glue hands badge. And I imagine, like I said earlier, I think this is gonna be. I wouldn't recommend clutch shooter in park. I don't know, the way shooting is this year. I don't think it's necessary. Keep in mind that they only did a hot fix to adjust some badges not too long ago, what, a day ago or something like that. So they adjusted the mismatch expert badge, they adjusted the blinders badge and the applicable badge all in the hotfix. It wasn't an actual patch. So they might very well do the same thing for Limitless Spot Up. Oh, I just put it Marlowe's Destiny. They're gonna patch the Limitless Spot Up badge so that it says here, we're gonna make it so that either Chef or Limitless will always work on deep threes. That's what they had to talk. That's what they had to say there. Clutch shooter is a my player badge. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend a clutch shooter unless you got 40 shooting badges. And it probably is. Yeah, I could see clutch shooter being better for rec or pro-am. Like especially like you're a spot up shooter or something like that. Mismatch gold or green machine gold. Green machine gold. Mismatch just recently got nerfed. They made some slight adjustment to it, where mismatch was golded, but you had to make sure that your defender had to be 4 inches taller than you. So Raimundo, your badge is not gonna even activate. Let's say if you're playing against a 6'4" guard, if your defender is a 6'4" guard or a 6'5" guard, which is what you're normally gonna see out there. You're gonna see a lot of 6'6s as well, but in the park and 3v3s, you're gonna be running into like 6'5s, 6'4s, 6'3s, or even your height at 6'2", and the badge will not activate if somebody's defending you at that height. It needs to be 4 inches or more to get the badge to activate in the first place. So it's a risky badge to have equipped, especially considering they just made an adjustment to it and they gave it a nerf. So I would definitely go with green machine on gold. Yes, Jordan, but last year I messed around with clutch shooter in the rec. Well, last year, yeah, last year clutch shooter was a badge last year. You're right. Yeah, clutch shooter was it. It was a badge last year. This year is different, where we're gonna have these shot contests where shot selection is key. This year is gonna be very different with the way defense is functioning. So if you're not going to be taking I don't think you're going to have the clutch shooter badge on this year and hit those contested shots like last year. Not with the perimeter defenders that we're going to have out there this year, especially as the year goes on and more players are going to get their badges up to par. That menace badge is going to be a nuisance out there. So I ran with a level 34 in cages. He was a demigod. He was a demigod cage player. Man, I tried playing cages and I think I lost brain cells. I had to do one of the one of the quests. And I think I had to play 5 games in cages, and it felt like forever. I said, what in the world is this madness? I said, man, if we have cages, why did we have 2K21? I swear to God, when I played cages, it felt like I was playing 2K21. Lucky 7 and Green Machine both feel right on silver if you can afford them. Yeah, I currently have my Lucky 7 on bronze. I have 18 badges on my center. The only badge I have on gold is Fade Ace. The rest are silver. Nice. I have Menace on silver and they be mad. Yeah. I have 32 shooting badges. I had a bad experience on cages in next gen and I never went in there since. Facts. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was like the most wild madness. Lucky 7 is a badge that if you shoot within the first seconds of the inbound, you get a boost to your shot. Best advice to someone who is trying to jump into the content creator game: consistency, man. Consistency is going to be your main key. And the reason why, the best advice I could give you is to look up, find out as much information as you can about the algorithm, and this will help you understand why most people say consistency is content is king and consistency is key. So that's where you'll base your content creation from. And that all ties around like the algorithm. When's the patch? They haven't confirmed when the patch is going to come out. Yeah, Lucky 7 is a pretty good badge. Rec or Pro-Am, maybe Park, nothing else fun. Yeah, I enjoyed myself a lot in Rec. Last night. So I don't know. Cages are for kids that want to go on a swing or something. What's actually considered a lockdown in next gen? Oh, they're out there and you'll know when you see it. They have pure lockdowns that's not a considered. They actually have a build that's a pure lock. But I don't even know if it was pure lock or just a perimeter lock. But I ran into one of them. And you'll know when you come across them. And then they're normally going to be around 6'6". Mama said, what's good? I have 24 or 30 finishing badges and it's taking forever to get the rest. I still got a few more badges I need to get for my finishing. They need a rank matchmaking. I think matchmaking is ranked. Oh, you mean like, I see what you're saying, like in Pro-Am. Hey, appreciate you, 100K. No. There's I played a 2-way inside the arc scorer, and that's a 610 build. We're talking. A lockdown is normally going to be a build that's playing the perimeter. Yeah, I'm down to run bigs. Join the Discord. We run with players from our Discord. If you haven't joined already. You prefer a current gen? Well, I haven't played current gen 7. But I'm on next gen and I'm loving it. Yeah, every matchmaking game is 90 plus overall, but hey, put it like this. These 90 plus overalls don't play like 90 plus overalls. If you're having trouble out there, I recommend hit the lab, because these 90 overalls in the randoms, No lie. And I've been playing a lot of the 3v3 randoms, the no squads. I've come across probably like 5% decent players, like IQ, decent IQ, and decent gameplay. Maybe 1 or 2% good players. Like, these boys belong in the stage. So I think a lot of these 90 overall players that are in the 3v3 randoms, I think if you just invest some time into developing your build, you'll be able to compete with them as well, easy. How did they change Limitless Spot Up? Oh, I'll pull up the tweet that Mike Wang set up. They haven't changed it just yet, but it's coming soon. I swear these 50% players are evolving into 80%. Never underestimate your opponent. I always get put into 3v3 with a teammate that's a 70-ish. I'm a 92. Hey, appreciate the follow, Jordan. Yeah, I don't even mind. Like, I got put it like this. Today we went on a win streak with I was in the 3v3 randoms, no squads, and I went on a win streak with a 77 center. He was a paint beast, a pure paint beast. He was a 77, and I had some really weak guard that was a 70 as well. And he was a nightmare too. Like, he was bad with his spacing, but we still was able to go on a win streak because the center was so good at 77. His IQ was there. He wasn't a shooter or anything like that. He just had good spacing. He knew when to roll. He knew when to set the screen, how to set the screen, when to get the boards. I mean, it was beautiful. Yeah, so that's what they said about the Limitless Spot Up. What up, Cuba? Randa's making me want to punch them in the face. Yeah, so bust it, right? So bust it. So I was on, I was playing, this is funny. I was playing a 3v3 Randa. So a lot of people have come to know who we are. So when they see my name, they're like, oh, it's All City Live. Yo, it's crazy, whatever. Anyway, so today it happened again a few times. And one of them got on the mic and said, oh, this All City Live, I'm about to trash him. Yo, I'm a player this year, B. So I'm comfortable now, especially in the 3v3 randoms. I'm hella comfortable in there. So I'm working whatever. The dude wasn't bad either. He wasn't a bad player. But I was able to poke the ball loose a few times, whatever. After poking the ball loose a couple times, the homie's teammate starts riffing at him, and then they get into this huge. I thought they knew each other because they started saying, and they started the conversation out like, because one of his homies said, "Who the hell is he?" And he was like, "Yeah, he's a YouTuber or whatever." He said, "All right, we got to drop him off. We got to drop him off." So they started out. I thought maybe they had played a few games and they were on a win streak as well. And I'm like, well, they're talking about dropping me off. They've probably been running together already for a few games and winning. And they were playing more organized as far as defensive rotations. But after I poked the ball loose from the dude a couple times, then his teammates started riffing at him and they started arguing, going in. I appreciate the instincts. Thank you, man. They started going in, F this and F that, you mother effer. And yo, I mean, like, they just the whole time was just arguing. I'm not, and then they started saying, I'm not guarding him, you guard him. No, I'm not guarding him, you guard. Ah, it feels good. It feels good, man. It feels good. We at that place, man. We at that place. Off topic, who is more beautiful, Alicia Keys or Mary J. Blige? I choose Mary. A lot of people would. I mean, Mary's a veteran, but it just is what it is. It's just one is different mode. All players get badges, whether my player or my NBA. Yeah, great 2K. You cover everything. Appreciate your instincts. They need to have 92 and below and 92 and above in the rec, like they had in current gen. Well, when we went into the rec center yesterday, I'm not saying this will be my experience every day, but we didn't see it. We blew everybody out that we played. So I don't know who's out there in the rec. I don't know if the rec gets better. Feels good coming home from a party and just eat and watch the stream. Appreciate you at Venus. Yes, appreciate you watching, man. Let's face it, some of y'all randoms are bots. You know, it's crazy. I like how they did the leveling this year. Me too. I really like the leveling Caribbean. You know, the thing is, it's like, I think this is a good year, especially the problem. One, you got to admit you're a bot. Like, you got to say to yourself, like, I'm able to be honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? And if I know I'm lacking in a particular area of my game, I know I got IQ, that's one. But if I know I'm lacking in a particular area of my game, one, if I have time, I'll make the investment to learning so that way I don't lack in that or put my team at a disadvantage due to my limitations. But there's a lot of bots out there that don't want to admit they're bots. And I think that's the first problem. There's a lot of players out there that don't have the IQ, don't understand basketball, so they don't even understand that they're being a bot. Spacing starts that. Not even understanding basic spacing is one of the first indicators that you're a bot. And I'm more so saying this is because it's so easy to learn. So you just need the right people around you to say, all right, tell me something. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because we're losing games. So tell me, is it me that's helping us, that's making us lose these games? Because you may be a great shooter. You may be a great one-on-one defender. But playing with your team where you don't understand rotations on defense or you don't understand proper spacing on offense will make you a bot. So you may be like just one step away from being a good player. And all you need to know is spacing or rotations on defense. That's what we got our Discord for. Our Discord is a great community of gamers. If you need help with your game or if you're looking for players that could help you develop your game, we have a mentorship program in our Discord. The link for Discord is pinned, or you could type !Discord to join. If you guys are looking for players to run with on 2K22, join the Discord. This facts, man. Non-toxic, only positive vibes. If you ain't on that time, don't even click the link because you will get kicked out. It's only non-toxic, positive vibes in there. We really want to help people with their game. There's a lot of players that are just one step away from being good players. Just one step. I appreciate y'all. They be dribbling the whole clock and pass you the joint to carry. Yeah. Harden airboard and a 3. That sounds cool. Straight up facts. Appreciate you, Ryan. Need players to play their roles in the rec. Yeah. Anyone matchmaking in rec? Need players to play their roles in rec. It's hard when you're running with randoms and no communication. It's hard to say, players play their role because they don't know if they should go to this corner or that corner. Then you got in a 5v5 game, you got the point guard bringing the ball down the court and you got 4 screens. You're like, what in the world? Like, no, when are y'all gonna go to the corner? Man. Best content, honestly. Keep it up. Appreciate you, keep me cooking. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate the good vibes. I'm a straight 3 and D power forward. I know how to space like a mother effer. Yeah, nice. AC, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all be kicking them toxic people real quick. I appreciate that. Thank you, J. Calm. Yeah, I'm 31 and a father and really just not trying to deal with that bull on a game. Yes, who got time to deal with that nonsense? Like, it's facts. Jay, I appreciate you saying that. But yeah, I'm saying, that I'm not. We want people to join our Discord. We want to have our community has grown to 8,000 plus members. And we want to continue that thing to grow, but man, we are not going to let no toxicity in the community that I personally put so much into creating and growing. So we want to make sure everybody feel comfortable and keep that spreading, you know what I'm saying? So that more new players could come in and be like, yo, they feel comfortable asking a question and don't feel embarrassed to ask a question. It's like, just because you don't know now doesn't mean you can't learn later. You gotta get that knowledge someplace. Appreciate you, Tragic. Thank you so much for the sub. Big sub from Tragic. Kobe, what up, Kobe? What's the link I need to find people to run with? Type ! Discord, Beard Bully. That's our Discord. Vegeta, what's good? Every time I get the ball, my teammates want to come in the paint. Yeah. That's usually the issue with a center. So like for instance, today I was running 3v3 randoms, right? And I had to get on the mic. I had to get on the mic. Today I was running 3v3 randoms. So I had I think it was a glass cleaning lockdown. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, he was able to shoot. He was a shooting big. So he kept cutting into the paint, but I was running with a paint piece that couldn't shoot already. That's the dude that was telling me was good, and we were streaking. So he came on and he kept running into the paint. I had to get on the mic and say, yo, if you just chill and go to the corner, I'll be able to dot you. Yeah, you keep running into the paint on a pick and roll situation, it's going to crowd the paint. So now we have no options. I can't shoot. The roller is going to have a double team. And then being that you're in the paint, I can't dot you. Everything is crowded in the paint. So I'm get in the corner, stay in the corner, you good. As soon as I force this double team, I'll be able to dot you in the corner. When they see the center rolling, they're going to double team him on the roll. Sure enough, as soon as we made the adjustment, everything changed. Just one tiny adjustment and everything changed. And furthermore, I'm more of a point guard that I like to pass the rock. Not that I lean only toward passing, but I like to pass the rock. I appreciate good dimes. And it's just like that one little adjustment changed everything, freed up, and everybody's happy. The picker, the roller gets some points, the corner gets some points. I could create my points. Everybody happy. What up, Emo? Basketball is an easy game. Some of y'all turning it into rocket science. The game is common sense. Well, it's easy. This generation is hella different too, because there's like no kids outside no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different generation. When I was growing up, I was outside maybe 90% of the time. First one out practicing, last one home. And it was from morning to morning. So a lot of kids ain't even leaving their house. So or they never played they never played a tournament, never played on a team, they never played organized ball, never ran suicide drills, never did layup drills, free throw drills, so we take that for granted sometimes. Never play street ball type of thing. And we expect everybody to know. And there's some people who just don't know. And, it takes some time. It just takes some time to get to learn that. That's why some, people get frustrated. And I get frustrated too running with some randoms that be doing the dumbest stuff. But, I do get frustrated. I ain't gonna front. I get frustrated sometimes, but I try to curb my frustration in some ways, because I'm like, damn, you guys just don't know, man. It's so bad that you don't know. Oh man, suicides, yeah. AAU players, raise your hand. Or 5v5. Had shorts on everywhere. I went ready to play. Facts, Olaf's. Yeah, I had basketball shorts everywhere all the time. It was windbreakers and the basketball shorts underneath. Post play this year, amazing. Yeah, I've seen some wrecked with randoms. I've seen some good post players. What up, Crazy Kane? Appreciate the sub, Rizzo. In 19, and it's crazy you say that, because I feel like an old soul with my generation. That's dope. That's dope, Star. I appreciate you being here. Sup, bro? Started watching your vids a week ago, and they're good. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Z Glock. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming through to the live stream too, man. You're always welcomed here. Always welcome. Facts. This generation IQ is horrible when it comes to basketball, and I get it. It's a whole different world. Kids ain't outside playing. They can't develop. There's a, I noticed this sometimes with our in our Discord as well. I noticed that the communication is suffering. Uh, you know, there's not a knock on the young folks, man. I'm just saying that, man, you got to get our communication up. We got to get our communication. We got to get our basketball skills up, IQ up. But it is what it is. That's why it's good that or it's important that us older folks maintain some level of influence. You know what I'm saying? It's really important. You deserve way more subs. Thank you, Kiwi Cooking. I appreciate that, man. Man, the ladder suicides. Oh, man. Yeah. This game is fun. You got to treat it more arcade sim, and you enjoy the game a lot more. Yeah, I just played Rec with randoms. It was the worst experience, man. You can't play Rec with randoms. I saw the first game of yours in the Rec. All City went crazy. Yes, yeah, Mike Hill. Yeah, it was the first game out. I had 34 points. I had a double-double, right? I think it was a double-double. First game in the Rec yesterday. It was pretty cool. I appreciate you, Mike Hill, for watching. Paint Beast, such a terrible matchup for my glass cleaner inside. Kids stuck in their phones, yeah. City got to get back to the family. Catch you tomorrow, Vice. Appreciate you being here, man. Nashville, we stayed at the park. Yeah, man. We stayed in the park, man. That was me all day. I was in the park. And just practicing. There's not even a little bit of cap, man. What's crazy is, I was one of those players, and we're talking about really, really young, where I had to start learning this stuff, and I would lean towards my right hand. So I wanted to go to my left, and I had to force that to happen through repetition. And we're talking about, like, if I'm walking to the grocery store, or if I'm walking down the block, or anywhere that I'm going, I just had to keep dribbling the rock with my left hand. Just had the rock wherever I was going, I had the ball in my left hand. It ended up turning out that I was able to shoot with my left hand. I would primarily go toward my left hand. That's how much practice I did with my left hand. Lay the rock up. I felt more comfortable on my left side. I ended up practicing so much with my left that I ended up favoring my left, and I would be able to switch my jump shot from my right hand to my left hand, which is, it's crazy what we can learn when we commit. Wanted to be Mark Jackson's son. It's too easy to shoot. As soon as we got off the bus, straight to the courts. I got my first shooting badge on next gen. Should I do sniper? Definitely, yeah. Yeah, sniper. Get your sniper badge all the way up. Don't even bother with any other badge right now. Get sniper as if you're playing my career and you intend to get a bunch more badges before you go anywhere else, get sniper to silver or gold, and then maybe go to hot zone hunter or something like that. And then make sure you boost before you even consider competing. Boost your sniper badge all the way up, as high as it can go. Kai Porter, what up? What up? Let's be honest. Who's actually using? I'm not using. I took off Limitless Spot Up a long time ago, and I talked about it in a live stream. Yeah, exactly. I took it off. It's not activating for anyone, but they are finna patch it. If you guys haven't heard, if you're new to the stream, if you're just joining, they are finna patch it where it says we're gonna make it so that either Chef or Limitless always work on deep threes. That's what they had to say about that. I have a 54 free throw. I just need get a good animation. Well, I have a 54 free throw as well, and I'm hitting like maybe 50% with that 54 free throw. But I was playing Rec yesterday, and I was able to green a couple free throws. So 83 point badges, especially sniper, got me looking like a 95 3-point. Yeah, it does. It does. Phil Star, you have to be so far back to get it to activate. It really wasn't worth it. Yeah, so I think they're gonna change that. I think they're gonna change that. I think we're gonna see a change to that soon. And when we see that change, you're gonna have shooters shooting a lot crazier. We'll see what happens. They've been fairly good about maintaining like the day one gaming balance. So hopefully they don't allow this change in the badge to change the way we're approaching the game right now, because it is perfectly balanced. To me, it's perfectly balanced. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Brandon Kaiser. Thank you. I seen you were live and just wanted to stop by and say, hey, man, always amazing with the help. Have a good one, brother. Appreciate you, Crazy Kane. Thank you for stopping by. We love that, man. We love that. The IQ with this generation ain't where it need to be. You ever get crossed up or yammed on? In like IRL? We played some great players, but no, I never got dunked on. Well, we've played some great players. So we had some good players growing up. Tab open for you, bro. Appreciate you, Jay the Demigod. Thank you for popping that tab open. Oh, because I talked about spacing. I'm 28. Yeah, you know. That's funny because the young... Listen, any decent 2K player understands spacing. Any decent 2K player will know. If I'm... Man, I have a video of this guy, which I'm gonna drop this video tomorrow showcasing what I'm about to talk about with spacing. Because this guy, he was moving so much back and forth from right behind me on the perimeter that I just had to stand still. And I just dribble. I wasn't even doing dribble moves. I was just literally standing still, dribbling the rock. And he's just running back and forth with his defender, just right there, back and forth. So if I went right, like I said yesterday, if I went right, I'd be double teamed. If I went left, I'd be double teamed. I stood there in shock. Like, is he really going to keep going back and forth behind me? What is he doing? I couldn't understand it. So I don't think it's more of a young or old thing. It's just how you need to play 2K. And only decent players know I can't crowd him. If I want to run, run the ball too and create some shots, good players know that, all right, you can bring the ball up now and I'll give you the space. I'll go to the corner and give you the space. Now you can work. But that's how we do it. You know, good players know this. All right, you want to run it up? All right, cool. Run it up. Or you get the last 10 points. I get the first 10 points type of thing. And watching Gar says screen. Oh, I was just talking about that, Jaquam. I was talking about that today. I had to experience that. I had a good 7-footer setting amazing screens for me. And then we get teamed up with a guard who's setting a screen right next to the 7-footer. We got the 7-footer towering over a guard, and he's literally standing right next to the 7-footer setting a screen. Oh man, nightmare. The guards will see you wide open in the paint, won't pass it. They just want the big man to be a rebound and pass a slave. Nah, yeah, I'm not with that, man. Yeah, I'm not with that. The crazy thing is that oftentimes if you just pass it into the paint a few plays, one, you make your teammate happy, but you're opening up shots for the next couple plays for you. But people are not thinking of conditioning the defenders. So like the way I'm playing is I want to condition the defender. So I want that defender to see the roll happen, and I need to dot that roll so that way that defender will be more inclined to take a step back and not more inclined to step up on me when I hit somebody on the screen. So I might take the first few plays to dot the pick and roll or dot my big man on the roll, so that way I could open it up. I could open up my 3-point option on the next few plays after that. It's a chess match, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people can't see that. 100 times 10. Appreciate you, Kevin Santana. They just don't want to play team ball. But you know, you don't want to play team ball, but you're making your game that much more difficult by just not passing that rock. Don't get me wrong, not today is the first day that I played with a decent center that knew how to roll like that. Like he was obviously a center, had been doing this for a long time. Cause he didn't, matter of fact, when we first started, he was holding the screen. And then I told him, I just got on the mic right quick and I said, yo, take that roll. Instant, he was like, say less. He didn't say anything because he didn't get on the mic, but in his actions over our next however many game win streak, because we didn't lose, it was a GG. All I had to tell him, he was so used to guards just waiting to hit the screen and him not getting passes that he was just holding the screen the whole time. And when I said, yo, take that roll, GG, that was it. Now we was creating everything. It was like we was putting defenders. It was our will. Hey, appreciate you, Kevin Santana. Appreciate you. Fun times, man. Fun times. So the Limitless Spotter badge is finna get patched. Is going on 11 o'clock. That's a wrap for me, y'all. That is a wrap for me. I appreciate you vibing out. Man, I hope you guys have a safe and blessed rest of your Saturday night. Hope you have a good start to your Sunday. I will catch ya mañana and we'll do it again. I may be doing the, well, it's going to be happening real soon, the Rate My Build. And that could happen any day, but I will let you know in a community post when it's actually going down. You can send your bills to me on Twitter. Just tag me at AllCityLiveTV and I'll show your build on live stream and we can all rate it and talk about it. All right, y'all.